In 870, the Vikings successfully seized control of 2 out of the 4 Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, namely Northumbria and East Anglia. Towards the conclusion of that year, they initiated an endeavour to conquer Wessex. Their forces moved from East Anglia to Reading, reaching the destination around the 28th of December. Hundreds of individuals disembarked along the entire eastern coast, leaving a trail of destruction and looting in their wake. This formidable military force became infamous as the Great Pagan Army. The marauding Vikings, driven by their conquest ambitions, wrought havoc upon the land as they advanced through their targeted territories. The Great Pagan Army's relentless campaign marked a tumultuous period in the history of the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, and one of the major targets of this invasion was the Anglo-Saxon Kingdom of Wessex. Æthelred and Alfred hastily gathered troops to defend the kingdom from the invaders and sent their army to block the ancient road through the Berkshire Hills at a place known to the Saxons as Norhedidorn or Barethorn. January 8th. The Vikings were the first to arrive on the battlefield and deployed along the top of the ridge, which gave them the advantage. They divided their troops into 2 detachments, one under the command of their kings Bagsec and Halfdan, the other under the command of the counts. When the Saxons heard this from their scouts, they decided to copy the formation. Æthelred faced the kings, and Alfred faced the earls. The king then retired to his tent to hear mass, while Alfred led his troops to the battlefield. Both sides formed their forces into shield walls. Alfred risked being surrounded and defeated by the entire Danish army, but he decided to attack and led his men to attack the hill. Then a battle broke out around a small thorn bush. After a while, Æthelred entered the conflict from the left flank, effectively surrounding the Vikings and administering a powerful strike, dealing them a devastating blow. In a brutal and bloody conflict that persisted until nightfall, both sides suffered significant casualties. The Viking leader, King Bagsec, along with 5 Danish counts, perished on the battlefield. The triumphant Saxons pursued the retreating Vikings eastward into Berkshire, where the chalk slopes of the Berkshire Downs bore witness to the aftermath, strewn with the bodies of hundreds fallen in the fierce encounter. However, Alfred's victory was short-lived. His victory did not bring a permanent advantage, and the conflict continued. But 2 weeks later, the Viking invaders attacked again, skirmishes continued, and the inconclusive Battle of Basing took place. The Viking Raven Banner and Wessex Dragon were raised again at Maridun. In the furious conflict that followed, the Danes emerged victorious, and Æthelred met his death. Whether in battle or as a result of wounds received in battle is unclear. He is reported to have died on April 15, 871, and Alfred succeeded his brother as king. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Your support is greatly appreciated.